everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today on our webinar. Today's topic is using Oracle Service CX Cloud to gain deeper insight into your organization and your customers. What I like to do next is give you guys a high level overview of NexInfo. First, my name is Melody Benaboo, and I'm a regional sales manager here at NexInfo, and I cover the whole Western region and Lower Central. Also here with me today is my counterpart on the East Coast, Jeff Dalgard. And of course, our subject matter experts here today is with me, that is Saruf Pal and Hemal Palak. For those of you who does not know who NexInfo is, I'd like to give you a high-level overview. We are a global business solution company that we focus on delivering operational excellence in the ERP and the PLM domains. As you can see, we are also unique that we blend business process and software consulting services, as indicated here on my slide. We were founded back in 1999, so that's nearly 20 years in business. We've been recognized by many different sales organizations as well, such as Gartner and CIO, and also been established and well-known, work with well-known Fortune 1000 companies for both on-premise and many cloud initiatives. Now that you have a little bit of background, I'd like to give the floor to my presenter, which is Saurav Pal and Hemal Palak. Guys, take the floor.
Thank you, Melody. Good morning, everyone. My name is Saurav Pal. I'm the Oracle Cloud CX Solution Architect working for NexInfo Solutions. I have 12 years of industry experience in the CRM industry, ranging from all the major verticals, whether it is banking, finance, manufacturing, healthcare, pharma, and even public sector. I'm also an Oracle Certified Implementation Specialist on the CX Cloud and Order Management portfolio. Over to you, Hemal.
Thank you, Saurav. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on the geography from where or from the time zone from where you're joining. Myself, Hemal Parekh, Solution Architect with 14 plus years of experience in the ERP space. Primary focus areas being the financials, supply chain, and the integrations with HR and the CX applications. I'm Oracle Certified Cloud Expert and have worked on multiple project engagements ranging from business transformation to upgrade engagements, and lately many of the engagements which I'm leading are moving from on-prem application to Oracle Cloud SaaS. So we'll be going to the quick agenda and would be having a few quick polling questions to just get some idea on the background of the attendees and what's the expertise or what is the background with regard to the CX, where the knowledge they have on. So from the agenda standpoint, we'll be covering what does the Oracle's portfolio for the CX is. Then we'll be covering specifically on the Service Cloud, which is the today's agenda. What are the different capabilities of Oracle Cloud in that space? And what is the platform does it provide for any of the integrations or the customizations or reporting that has to be done? And we'll be also talking in brief about the use cases that will be that are applicable for the industry for each of those functionalities and how it can be better utilized for business advantage. And towards the end, we'll be having a Q&A session. So just to let you know, if you can see on your GoToMeeting towards the right, that is, you can see an icon which says questions. So you can type in your questions there so that we can have a view of the questions and we can take up those questions. And we'll be having towards the end a Q&A where if any of the questions which we are not able to answer as a part of the session, we'll be addressing those towards the end. And let me go through a quick polling where just to have one question, so let me launch a polling. So you'll be able to see on your GoToMeeting panel the question and request you to provide an answer for it. So as you can see on your screen, which CRM application do you currently use at your organization? Is it Oracle CX Cloud, Salesforce Cloud, your Microsoft CRM Dynamics, or any other on-prem or cloud application that you're using? And if you're not using it, you can select the last option. So we just can select one of them. So as you can see, I think people are still providing their answers. So we see roughly around 50% of them are having on-prem or other cloud applications, and I would say the remaining is the equivalent share between Oracle CX Cloud and Salesforce, and around 14% are currently not using any of the applications. Thanks for your feedback. Going to the next slide. So as you can see from the Oracle CX portfolio standpoint, these are the different product lines that have been provided by Oracle, being Marketing Cloud is one, Commerce Cloud, Service Cloud, which is today's agenda, and the other two are the Sales Cloud and the Social Cloud. So for today's agenda, we'll be focusing on the Oracle Service Cloud product line of CX, which Oracle provides. And it comes with 5 different modules. First being your web customer service, your second being contact center for your cross channel, and the knowledge management, which is nothing but your a repository of the information that's been collated and how can it be effectively utilized to if have the customer support being more efficient. So we'll be covering that in that, and policy automation. So how you can have your different policies for routing being utilized and being configured in the system, and the last being your field service management, which is a critical. So all these functionalities we'll be covering in the detail in next few slides. And we're also having Service Cloud platform, a platform which Oracle provides where you can create your custom interfaces, integrations, or report development, and you will be covering that towards the end of the discussion. So I'll hand it over to Saurav to take each one of them in detail and share what are the features and capabilities each of this product line, each of these modules provide. Over to you, Saurav.
Thank you, Hemal. As you said, Hemal, I'll be covering over the detailed modules. In Oracle Service Cloud, we have 5 different modules: web customer service, cross-channel contact center, knowledge management, policy automation, and field service management. I'll be covering over all of them with also a use case. So moving to the next slide. Why we need Service Cloud? A lot of people ask me this question, why we need Service Cloud? We need Service Cloud because our customer service has evolved. You remember in the late 90s or late 80s where we had just a 1 or 2 single channels of communication like the email or the phone support. Now, as we move on to the future, in the digital world, we have a lot of different channels of communication like your social networking, your phones, your tablets, everything is connected. You are in a connected world. And your customer service also has evolved a lot. You have to work on your business has to work as per the customer's needs. Your agents, the customer support agents, need very less time to get training and get on to the job quickly. There should be a KPI monitoring capability which should tell us how your agents, your reps are performing. In order to become a modern customer service organization, you need 3 key things. You have to engage more with customers. You have to collaborate more with customers so that they can find answers quickly. They should be able to do troubleshooting. They should be able to create requests on their own and minimizing a lot of calls, a lot of interactions with the support agents. there should be a call routing mechanism, automated call routing mechanism, which should route requests to agents automatically. We should also empower our employees so that they can serve their customers better. And we should be able to adapt quickly to the changing business. We have to be agile so that changing business needs, we should be able to understand business requirements quickly and serve the customers better and quicker. I'll be covering all of these modules in detail. What is web customer service? Web customer service is kind of a self-service tool where if I'm a customer, if I have some problem in my device, in my phone, how do I troubleshoot my phone? I'll also support this with a use case. So here, it shows the power of customer knowledge. Oracle Service Cloud provides a lot of APIs, inbuilt APIs in order to collaborate with social networking platform like Facebook. So for example, in Facebook, I am searching for an answer. How do I fix my broken mirror? The moment you type, you find answers, you get a couple of options. These are the different options how you can fix your broken mirror, and automatically you can also create a request which then gets routed to the best available technician, and that you'll be able to help your customer at that moment. That's how fast and that's how effective it is.
Saurav, one question. So you were talking about co-browse feature under the web customer service. So can you elaborate on that one?
Sure. Co-browse is another great feature of Oracle Service Cloud. So for example, I'll give you a scenario. Your customer support agent is working with a customer to actually solve a request, and the customer support agent is not able to understand what the issue is. Co-browse is a feature where the support agent can log in the same session as the customer and troubleshoot the issue with the customer. The customer can do a screen sharing, and the customer support agent will be able to pinpoint the issue in the same session with the customer login and troubleshoot the issue faster. That's how effective co-browse is. I'll move to the next topic, which is cross-channel contact center. What do you mean by cross-channel contact center? Contact center, there are three different ways to access the application, the Oracle Service Cloud application. There are three different modes. You have the agent desktop, which is the unified desktop option, which when you subscribe to the service, you can install the software on your workstation. And you can manage your cases, you can manage your customers, you can manage your tasks. There's also a mobile version available. You get a mobile app where you can do the same kind of things that you do on your desktop version. You also have a web version available, like a URL, and you can just type in the URL and you can do the same things that you do in your mobile version as well as your agent desktop version. So there has been a lot of scenarios. Our customer says that the customer support agent is out of office, he's not working currently, he's on the field, and he doesn't have his laptop with him. In those cases, it is very effective and very useful. You can just paste the URL on the browser, and you can do the same things that you used to do in your workstation. You can do the same things in your mobile or in your laptop if you don't have the agent desktop installation done on your laptop. Same kind of things you can do on the mobile version as well. And also, I'll support it with a use case. I'll show a couple of use cases how this is so effective.
Sort of one question. So when you mentioned about the mobile app, I think pretty interesting that we can have it on your mobile, your handheld device. Does it support both the iOS as well as the Android versions?
Yes, thanks, Samuel. It's a very, very good question. The mobile app, as you said, yes, it supports both Android as well as iOS version, and it supports both on your mobile phone as well as your tablet. Does that answer the question?
Yep. Thanks, Saurav.
All right. So I'll move to the use case. Here I'm showing the agent desktop version. On the left side where you see I'm a support agent working for ABC Corporation, and I'm trying to solve a case which the customer has reported, and I'm facing some problem to understand the issue and to fix the issue. What I can do as an agent is I can collaborate with my peers and with other team members. For example, if I want to collaborate with my engineering team, with my marketing team, I can just click on collaborate and get a feedback or solution or answers for that part, for that service request, and I can close this service request faster. All these collaboration features are available on Agent Desktop version, your mobile version, as well as your web version. Okay, I'll demonstrate another use case. This is very, very effective. Oracle Service Cloud comes with pre-built adapters to configure, can integrate your phone, like your Avaya phone, your Cisco phone. It can be integrated very easily using APIs with the Oracle Service Cloud application. So I'll give you a scenario. Let's say you're getting a call from the customer. Your agent is getting a call from a customer for an issue. Automatically, the screen will pop up the customer's information. That he's the customer, this is the name of the customer, this is his contact information, these are the install base or the assets that he's owning, what are the previous service requests for this customer, whether it is a very big customer, what is his revenue total. All those things can be displayed as a pop-up message to the rep, to the agent, so that he can get a 360-degree overview of the customer at that moment. There are also automatic call routing features available. We can configure workflows, which will basically take all the agents in the queue, available in the queue, and depending on his workload, depending on his skill set, service request gets routed to the best available agent available to do the job. Okay. Now I move to the next slide, which talks about knowledge management. What is knowledge management? Knowledge management basically talks about your documentation. We can create FAQs, documentations, articles, presentations, so that your agents can collaborate with users. If I'm a support agent working on a particular request, and if I want to search for any answers, what has been done to an existing service request or a similar service request in the past, I can just quickly browse through some documents and give an answer. I'll show this with a use case. So I'm basically working on a request, and I need to know how I was able to solve this request in the past, or how similar agents were able to fix this problem in the past. So I can give a search criteria. In the search criteria, I can just give some keyword and keyword searches. This is again a very, very good feature, very interesting feature. You can give keyword searches in 36 different languages. Multi-language keyword search is available now. You can just type in your keyword in whichever language you want and click on search. It will basically search the entire repository where you are maintaining your documents and present it to you in seconds. You can store these documents, and there are different kinds of documents allowed, shall be covering. You can store these documents in the Oracle Service Cloud application. You can upload it, or you can also have in your organization, you can have your own repository where you can store all the documents, like your presentations, your Word documents, and store it at one single repository. And you can just create an API to bring the document and show the document to the user. There is no need to store the document in Service Cloud application. Some customers need it because of confidentiality. Okay. You can also have a guided assistance. So you can get the right answer the first time. Guided assistance is, I'll give you a use case. So let's say I am a new employee. I just joined the company and I did not get much time to get training how to create a service request. And when I use this application, I get a call from the customer saying that there is some problem, my machine is not working. I can configure, as a developer, as a business analyst, I can configure guided assistance, which will give me a step-by-step procedure how to do troubleshooting, uh, how to create a service request. If I'm a new user, it is very, very helpful. The system will guide me eventually, and I'll be able to gather all the information from the customer and eventually create a service request for that particular call. There's also a great feature called Smart Assistant. Okay. Often you have tried to create service requests in modern service platform. When you are trying to create a service request, you often see options like if you are trying to troubleshoot your computer, there are a lot of options that you get, like FAQs, like popular answers. Like people have searched this in the past, and these are the common troubleshooting steps you can take. All these configurations can be done in Oracle Service Cloud, and that is called Smart Assist. Smart Assist takes the keywords from from the request and does a search in the background and gives you all the popular answers that have been present in the database. And this is a very great feature. It has reduced inbound escalations up to 30%. This is something you would want for your organization. Moving to the next slide, I want to discuss about policy automation. Policy automation, in simple words, is a kind of artificial intelligence. So we call it as dynamic interviews, and I'll also show a use case where this dynamic interviews comes into picture.
And sort of one question here. So let's take a quick poll for the second question that you want to go through. So let me just launch a quick poll before we get into this section. So I think for all of you, it may be showing up as a polling question. Do you use field service automation in your organization?
Great.
You can select yes or no depending on what it may be. Okay, I can see the 50% being voted. So let's give a few more seconds. Okay, so I think it's been like around 83% of them are saying no. So thanks for your feedback.
Thank you, Hemo. Yeah, this will give me a great picture to understand what the users are using. And this is definitely a very great feature to understand. In the later slides, I'll be explaining how we can use field service automation. So I'll continue my discussion on policy automation. Policy automation, as I was saying, we call it as dynamic interviews, and it is an artificial intelligence capability built within Oracle Service Cloud. Okay, I'll show a use case. So I give you an example. Let's say I'm at a grocery store. I'm filling up a form. I want to purchase some products, or I want to purchase insurance with a particular company, and I get a series of questions: whether I'm married or not, whether I'm a US citizen, whether I'm disabled, whether I have kids or not. Depending on the answers that the users are inputting on the form, the next series of questions changes. So if I'm not married, I will get a different series of questions. If I'm married, I will get a separate different series of questions. And that branching, all those branching rules and configurations can be done with minimal coding. You do not need any programming or coding experience to create these workflows or policy rules.
Sort of one question I'm seeing here from the attendees. What is the technology or the language in which this routing rules can be created?
Great. I was expecting that question. Thanks. The routing rules can be created in plain English with an if-else condition. And all those pages, as you see, these questions will be series of pages linked together using JavaScript. Simple JavaScript can be used to link the series of pages, what comes after what.
Okay. Thanks, Saurav.
All right. So, as I was saying, we can build our rules, our pages that should be interconnected to each other using JavaScript, as I said, and and these rules can be configured very easily by your business analysts. There is no developer, there is no experience required in any programming language to configure these rules. Okay, I'll go to the next slide, which is again a great feature, that is about field service management. Field service management is about your routing, how you route your service technicians to the job. So let's say a service technician needs to go to a particular location, to the customer site, and do a repair service. How would you manage that? How would you find out who is the best technician available to do the job? Again, I will show a use case for that. So you can send the right person to the right place at the right time. It is again a great feature which basically removes lot of human errors. You don't have to assign a technician manually to send a repair technician to the job, to dispatch the technician. There are two routing capabilities that you can use. You can use a manual routing capability, or you can use an auto routing capability. You can configure the skill sets required to do the job, the geography of that location. You can also configure the prerequisites required for the technician to do the job. You can have let's say if your company is FDA compliant, or any audit related requirements are there in your company where you want your technicians to wear a particular kind of outfit or dress, carry some safety equipment or safety tools with them before they go to the customer site, like your OSHA, EPA, all those things. All those things, your compliance and safety requirements can be configured. The system will again look for who is the best technician available depending on his calendar, depending on his skill set, depending on his availability, and whether he is in close proximity to the customer site or not. And system will identify this is the best technician available and automatically assign the activity or task to that particular technician. You can have a scheduled, as I said, there are two different ways. You can schedule this routing so that it can route, the scheduling engine can run in particular intervals of time, or you can manually just click a button. You can just click a button route, and system will run the engine automatically behind the scene, identify the best technician available, and assign it to the technician available at that time.
Yeah, I think so this looks to be a pretty interesting feature for the customers, but it supports so much like 10,000 plus field service technicians. Probably in the real world, may not all of the organizations may have so much of a count, but it's really good to know about the product supporting such a huge count.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point. So as per Oracle standards, this routing engine has been scaled up to route 10,000 appointments to 1,000 texts. Isn't that fast? I think that's lightning fast. In just 4 minutes, you can assign technicians so quickly.
Yes.
That's how fast it is. So moving on to the next slide, you can monitor your resources for compliance and safety. As I was saying, Oracle Service Cloud gives you a map capability. The map can be configured, and you can see where is your tech. So the techs in this scenario, your service technicians will have a mobile app installed on their phone, and using the geolocation capability of that phone, that app, you can track your employees, your technicians, where they are. And you can also even track your contractors. Your contractors do not need to have your mobile app installed on their phone, because if you don't want to spend on your contractors, you can do that. They just need a phone, a mobile device which has a GPS tracking device. If the GPS tracking location is enabled, all your techs, all your technicians can be monitored, and you can see the field service managers can see where are their techs and how much time they will require to reach the customer location. There's again a great feature. You can also send notifications or messages to the technician on the fly. If your technician need any answers, or if they need any more information, any kind of shortest route they need, the field service manager can send a notification on his phone, on his mobile app, so that they can take action appropriately.
So, Saurav, I think this is one good feature which, if I try to see it more from the organization or the customer standpoint, and if you just consider an example of a day-to-day life, where if you just want to have any of our utility equipment to be repaired, and where we end up spending probably 4 hours, 5 hours waiting for the technician to come, with this feature, it will be really great that you'll know exactly what time the person is going to come in instead of you waiting for such a long duration.
Yes, that great. Yes, thanks for the point. Yes, this feature will actually reduce your time, reduce the technician's time to a great extent. That's right. Before I go to the platform discussing about how you can configure the application, I just want to discuss some of the advantage of having Service Cloud over on-prem EBS application. Most of our customers I have seen, the customers come with us saying that what are the features, what are the advantages they will get using Service Cloud as compared to their on-prem application. So this is a slide. There are a couple of differences. Like, there was no email forwarding feature available before on the EBS on-prem application. And now in the Oracle Service Cloud application, it comes with inbuilt email forwarding capability. Any case, any customer related information, any attachment, or any task can be very easily sent to anybody in your organization that you want using the email service. And for this, you don't need any Outlook. You can just click on forward. There's a forward button in the agent desktop application. You can just click that button and send an email to any user you want. Again, a great feature in the Oracle EBS application, there was a definite complaint from all users why they can't open multiple tabs at the same time, why they can't work on, they have to always close one tab and open a new tab again. That feature is now gone in Oracle Service Cloud. In Oracle Service Cloud, you can open multiple tabs at the same time, work on multiple service requests, multiple customers, multiple tasks at that same time. And there's no need to close one tab and open another tab. You get all the information, all the related information in one go. In the Oracle EBS world, you have to go through multiple navigations, multiple clicks. That wasted a lot of time. If you want to see a customer information, service request information, item information, you have to close all those tabs, go back again to the navigation, and start again from that particular navigation. Those things are not required in Oracle Service Cloud. You get all the information in one go. Then you have another great feature, as I was saying, knowledge base is available. There was no knowledge base feature available before. You also get dashboard creating capabilities. Dashboards can be created as per different set of users. So dashboards can be created for one single user as per your own profile, or dashboard can also be created with a different profile where, let's say, if you are VP of a company, you want to see how your techs or how your service business line is performing, how many service requests are coming in a day, whether your SLA is met or not, what are the KPIs. All KPIs can be monitored in dashboards. There's also a great feature of integrating Microsoft Outlook with Oracle Service Cloud, which I'll be discussing in the later slides, and this feature was not available before.
So I think let's take one more polling question, which is with regard to the reporting. So let me just launch the poll. If you can just reply, which reporting tool do you or your organization use for KPI monitoring? Is it Oracle Analytics Cloud, or is it Salesforce Analytics, or if you're using other OBI Analytics on-prem tool or Tableau? So we'll give a few seconds for this. So as you can see, like I think few of them have voted for Tableau and few of them has OBI Analytics on-prem.
Great.
Kate, thanks for your reply.
All right, thank you. I'll now move to the next slides. I'll be discussing over the Service Cloud platform. Service Cloud platform gives you the capability of configuring or customizing your Oracle Service Cloud application as per your customer needs. I'll be going over the tools that you get with Oracle Service Cloud platform when you subscribe to Oracle Service Cloud application. It comes with great extensibility tools, which I'll be covering over in the next slides. It comes with built-in integration tools. You can create customer experience design, can create web forms as per your like, as per your industry standards with proper company branding. When you subscribe to the Oracle Service Cloud application, you also get a configuration assistant console where you can monitor how many instances, your test instance, your production instance, how many instances have you subscribed and how they are performing. You can do a health check. There is a one-click deployment feature available, which does the deployment without any downtime. You do not need any downtime to be done when you are deploying your changes. And the Oracle Service Cloud is hosted in 34 different languages with 9 hosting centers across the world. Okay. So I'll show you what are the developer tools and what are the platform configuration tools available. So when you subscribe to the Oracle Service Cloud application, you get developer tools and workflows. You can create workflows. Workflows are used for automation. So for example, if you're changing the status of a service request, what should happen in the background? If you are searching for, or if you're closing a service request, it should trigger a process in the background, or it should create a task automatically, or it should send an email automatically. All those automation tools can be very easily configured with no programming language experience required. When you are configuring your reports, when you are configuring your Oracle Service Cloud application, and when you are creating your integrations, it has inbuilt APIs available to create integrations, which I'll be covering in the later slides. This is where your developers come into picture. They'll be configuring your APIs using PHP and JavaScript. These are the known languages, compatible languages available where developers can configure APIs so that the Service Cloud application can talk to any other cloud application or on-prem applications. Interactive customer experience. So as I said before, you can create custom web pages or custom forms. These are called widgets, using JavaScript as the language, which can be very easily utilized for creating a web form for searching your FAQs. Although your web pages can be deployed, it supports both Java, PHP, and HTML5. It has faster deployment. There is no downtime required, as I said. It has zero downtime capability, and you can deploy your configurations, your customization within minutes. You can extend your application. You can create custom objects within this tool. So there are some out-of-the-box standard objects available, like your customer, contact, task, incident. Incident is nothing but a case. Asset, like your install base. There are already lot of standard objects available. But in case if you want to create some custom objects, like invoices, and a couple of more examples are there, you can create your company specific, whatever your business needs. You can create custom objects. You can also create relationship of custom objects with standard objects, or you can also create relationship within customer objects, within custom objects. You can also write business logic. We call it as business rules for like validation rules, any update triggers, or any uh, required parameter depending on any criteria, depending on profile. You can create, uh, you can either hide or display fields as per your business requirements. And it is upgrade safe. So as you know, Oracle Service Cloud is a SaaS cloud application. You don't have to worry about patches, upgrades. Every year, we get every quarterly we get upgrade patches from organization from Oracle, where Oracle releases quarterly patch upgrades, and those patches are applied on your production and your test instances, and you get new features in those patches. And when those patches are applied, you don't have to worry about your customizations. Your customizations are not impacted. That's why I say it is upgrade safe. Moving on to the integration platform. Oracle Service Cloud comes in with built-in integration capabilities, built-in APIs for integrating Oracle Service Cloud application with other on-prem or other cloud applications. It supports PHP and Java both. You can also have your Microsoft .NET add-ins configured in Oracle Service Cloud application, and built APIs with other .NET based or other legacy applications, or your Oracle SOA connectors. It has inbuilt connectors for Oracle SOA, Oracle Integration Cloud Service, and Oracle Service Plus. It supports both SOAP and REST using JSON and XML as the integration mechanism. Okay, now moving on to one of the most popular use cases. We have seen a lot of our customers coming up with a requirement. How can we configure, or how can we integrate Microsoft Outlook with Oracle Service Cloud application? It is a very, very nice, cool feature. Oracle Service Cloud comes with inbuilt adapters, inbuilt APIs for configuring your Microsoft Outlook with Oracle Service Cloud. You can configure 3 different things. You can configure your contact. You can synchronize your contact, your task, and emails. You can just create a contact in Microsoft Outlook application, and you don't have to create it again in Service Cloud. Your contact created in either Service Cloud or in Outlook is shared across both applications. So this is a great feature. This basically minimizes duplicacy of data. Your task also can be synchronized. You can create a task in your Outlook application, and automatically your task is synchronized with your Service Cloud application. Again, another great feature, your email also can be synchronized. You can append an Outlook email as an attachment to a contact, organization, or incident, or you can also add an attachment to the email which gets added as an attachment record in your Service Cloud, in your contact, organization, and opportunities. There is a one-time setup required in order to do this, which I'll be covering in the later slide. Okay. So these basically shows you step by step how would you configure your Microsoft Outlook application. When you go to an Agent Desktop application, you get a link option where you get the install Outlook integration option. This is a plugin. This is just a one-time setup required. You click on this plugin. A plugin gets installed on your Microsoft Outlook. As you see on the right side, in Oracle Service Cloud section, this is a plugin that got installed on this user's Microsoft Outlook application. Sync email and sync settings. Now, what this sync email and sync settings do? When you click on this sync settings, you have to specify the server name, the interface name, the user ID and password to connect to your Oracle Service Cloud instance. Once you do the connection, you get 3 options: sync contact, sync task, and sync email. You can either check or uncheck these checkboxes what you want to sync, whether the sync has to be done on save, whether the sync has to be done when you open an email, or whether sync has to be done on demand. You get an option to choose if you want to open your sync options for incident, organization, contact, opportunity, what kind of objects you want to synchronize with your uh, Oracle Service Cloud application. So that was about how you integrate your Microsoft Outlook application with Oracle Service Cloud. And I think I have reached the end of the presentation now. Now I'll open the floor for questions. I'll take up any questions that you may have. You have submitted in your GoToWebinar question panel.
Yeah, so each of the attendee can still put in their question from the GoToWebinar panel. Let me just take up the few of the questions which were put in. First being, Sarah, have any of your customer been using the Service Cloud, or have you deployed the Service Cloud?
Yes, we have a lot of customers for which we have already deployed our Oracle Service Cloud application. And there are also some engagements which are currently going on where we are doing the deployment. We actually doing the deployment of a lot of our manufacturing and retail customers, Oracle Service Cloud, and also field service automation.
Okay. And among whatever, like for the customers which you deployed, which is the feature which they have most liked, or which has been the feature where they see a biggest business advantage from the customer standpoint?
Right. The biggest advantage so far I've seen with this application is the call routing mechanism. A lot of customers are using the computer telephone integration in order to minimize their call routing and call scheduling time. We have configured a lot of custom rules, configuration rules, so that the agents spend less time looking for the customer information while they're on the call. So computer telephone integration is one. Reporting capabilities are there. Then also field service automation, field service routing is one of the very most liked features, and also knowledge base. I've seen almost all customers are using the knowledge base functionality to look for documentation available for already existing service requests.
Okay. One more question from the attendees is, how the system picks the best technician? Is this based on the list of technical knowledge?
Yeah, there are different criteria of selecting the best available technician. We basically specify scores depending on skill set. For example, a technician A is very good in repairing AC or HVAC machines. A technician B is very good in repairing a different kind of a machine, like your compressor. Depending on his skill set and availability, his geographic proximity, and whether the customer has given a feedback for him or not, depending on all these standard available criteria, and also we can also configure custom criteria. The system identifies who is the best technician available. We can configure rules as per the business need.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
Yep. And one more question from the attendees is the mobile app available on the App Store? What is it?
Yeah. The mobile app is available in the App Store both for iOS and Android.
And they should be able to get it from the App Store.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Another one on with regard to the Microsoft Outlook integration. The question is the Outlook connector work on the SSO environment, single sign-on environment?
Yes, great question. Very good question. I was expecting this question. Yes, SSO can be configured. There is a configuration available. We have to configure the SSO configuration on the Microsoft Outlook application which we are using, and the Oracle Service Cloud application. If we configure your industry's, your company's enterprise SSO configuration, we have to provide all the parameters. You can configure single sign-on capability. The moment a user logs into his machine, he doesn't have to enter user ID and password again in the Oracle Service Cloud application. He gets directly displayed. You can just double click on the application, it displays your dashboard automatically. You don't have to again specify user ID and password.
Okay. Another question is, what kind of document types are supported by the knowledge base module?
Right. Okay. So regarding the different kind of documentation types, the types it supports is Word documents, Excel sheets, PowerPoint presentations, uh, images, and PDF documents. These are all different kind of document types it supports. Currently, it doesn't support uh, videos, but later I think the Oracle Service Cloud will also support uploading videos.
Okay. Thanks, Saurav. I think those are the questions which I could see from the attendees. And if there are no more questions, I think it's a good time and good session from you, Saurav. Thank you. And thanks to all attendees for joining the Service Cloud presentation. Hope it catered to your business need and what you are trying to look out for from the features and functionalities of Oracle Service Cloud. You can always reach out to us to NexInfo through our email or the contact number. We are located in Santa Ana, Orange County, with our offices globally present within US and outside US also. So thanks all of you, and have a good day, have a good evening. See you next time for the next webinar.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day and have a great evening ahead.
Goodbye.